Hey guys, welcome back to Resin Mess Express. Today I am going to do these two coaster molds from Julie Cuts Pouring Your Heart Out. I got them on eBay. This one is turtles, which I have half of them, almost half, already painted. I am using the Let's Resin green from the Intense Chameleon Powder. I don't know which box it came from. Could have been this one, could have been the blue one. I've mixed them up. Couldn't tell you which one it came in. My bad. Anyway, I'm going to finish painting this up with the green. This one, I will come back once I get some of it painted up and finish the rest with you guys so you can see what colors I'm doing there. So, let's get started. I'll see you guys shortly. Alright guys, here we are. This one is done. I cleaned it up the best that I can. I say that, then I see a spot. It's just a baby wipe, not a paper towel. These molds are so soft that, yeah, it's crazy how soft they are. So every little indentation will stay in your mold if you scratch it or whatever, which it's not perfect. It does have some imperfections in there. I still see some stuff I need to clean out. But anyway, we are going to finish with our flowers. I did the same green in the leaves as I did the turtles. I am now going to use the dark magenta from the same Let's Resin Intense Chameleon Powders, and I'm just going to go around and we're going to finish the flowers up real quick. Okay, I'm using a little brush so I have a little bit more control over it, and I'm just putting that right up there so it doesn't go flying into my mold. Just saves you some cleanup time in the long run. Just burnishing it down in there, making sure I don't miss any spots. This dark magenta is so pretty. I am going to attempt. Now, sometimes I can get it to work. Sometimes I can't. We're going to do a bloom in both of these coasters. I just haven't decided yet what color that I want to use. But we'll figure it out as we go. So, uh-oh, that was a leaf. Oops, hold that thought. Let me get some alcohol here. I missed that one. Try to clean that up. One little swipe. If it has some pink in it or magenta, I'm okay with that too. But I'm going to try to clean up the best I can. Let me get this in here, get some of this out. These are just little pointed cotton, I don't know what you call it. They're not Q-tips. Cotton buds? I don't know. They're great for little defined areas that you need to get down into. Okay, I'm just going to take my baby wipe, kind of go over it. Like I said, I probably won't get all that magenta off, and that's okay. All right. Where did I do? There it is. Let me go ahead and get some green into that little leaf there. Now that I'm looking, there's one there too. Okay. All right, let me get my paper up here. Fill that little guy in real quick. Make sure he's all covered. Okay. Now we'll go over here and do this one. Just going to dot it kind of first, and that powder will slide in there, and then you can smush it around. I know I don't have my paper up there, but I'm not really flicking it anywhere. Like I said, we'll still have a little bit of cleanup. No problem. No problem. Okay. I'm going to put the green up because I think I'm done with it. I don't want to spill it. All right, back to our flowers. Oh, look at that mess. My gosh. That powder is like flying everywhere. It's like static electricity. Okay. Good gracious. You know what? I bet I can take some off there. Okay. Let me go back down in this one. Make sure it's all covered up. Let's try to be very careful. All right. There we go. Take some out of my lid. It's kind of smushy smush. Get up in all those little petal areas. Like I said, this mold is so flexible, you can bend it like that to make sure that you get down in all your little crevices too. Okay, I see one spot. Just going to go up around. Uh-oh. Check any areas that I might have missed from this angle. Making sure, yeah, definitely need to do that one. I know I don't have the paper on, that's okay. Okay, get up in here. Into that petal. Almost done. And then I will get some resin mixed up. And we'll get the show on the road. Try to get that up there. Okay. One more little teeny tiny little guy. I love this dark magenta. It's so pretty. So pretty. I noticed a lot of my Intense Chameleon are getting low. So I think I'm going to have to order some pretty soon. Alright guys, let me get this cleaned up real quick. I'll show you how I clean it up. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own way. That's what makes everybody different. Makes you an artist. Okay. I just take a piece of packing tape and go over the top. Like that. Making sure that I don't have any powder sneaking around. Just make sure you do not touch the areas that you just painted, or it will pull it off. I mean, you can go around, let me get that, like up here at the top and get it off. Just don't go down in your flower. Here's some. Okay, now I will take a baby wipe and finish going around this ledge right there. Just to make sure we don't have any hanging out. I'll pick it up and observe it here. You guys might see something that I missed too, I don't know. Very possible. Sam here, again. Out of both my dogs, he's the only one I ever find a hair from. And they're the same breed. Isn't that wild? Okay. I'm going to paint that in just a little bit. Saw I missed a spot. Okay. Alright guys. Now that we're painted up, I am going to get our resin mixed up. We'll be back and be ready to pour. See you in a few. Okay guys, I have a little over 6 ounces mixed up. It's ready to go. I'm going to take its temperature. Anything to me over 33 is good. So we're at 39.7. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to pour approximately 20 grams into here for the white. Okay, I didn't get a paper towel again. Hold that thought. Have everything else ready. Okay, I'm going to use petrol for this one. This is the fluids. This is a resin ink, not alcohol ink. I'm going to use red wine from Fluids. This is an alcohol ink. It's going to go in here. And then I'm going to use a T-Expert white pigment paste. What I'm going to do in the pigment paste, though, I'm going to add... Actually, you know what? I need to separate. Let me take just a little bit out of here. I'm going to separate. Well, I did do that. I'm going to tint the white. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pour our clear in here. Start in the center. Just go slow. Hopefully not to create any bubbles. I see one little stinker. Okay, just filling it up. And the reason I chose, I'm going to stop right there. The reason I chose Intense is because the Intense, you can use any color with it and it'll still look awesome. I'm going to let that flow for a little bit. Let me go ahead and pour in this one. Let it flow into those flowers. Hopefully. I just want to get a thin layer on top of the coaster, and then we will figure out a color to back them in. I think these are 5-ounce coasters, maybe. Okay, that one is good. That's a bubble. Got it. There's a bubble. Coaxed any of those little guys out. There's a bubble. Come on out. I'm just going to go around the edge real lightly, just to try to get any out that may be in there. There's one hiding. Alright, how are we looking over here? Some of that powder's floating into my clear. That's what I was hoping would not happen. But it is. So you deal with it and go on. Alright. Just about have all those little turtles filled. Now on this coaster, I don't know when she designed it or made it, but see how high up these little feet come? It's kind of hard to like completely fill it up, and you're going to have sharp spots because you'll overflow it if you do it all the way past the flippers. So yeah, that I'm not sure about. Okay, let me take my torch here. I don't want to get too close. Pop those bubbles. Just making sure I don't have any bubbles before I drop my ink. Okay. I see. I don't want to touch that powder, but I don't want bubbles either. So, coaxed them out the best I can without touching the powder. I think I did, but I can't help it. Sometimes your powder will help eliminate bubbles too, but let me see where I missed some powder right in there, but that's okay. Oh, there's one. Come on out of there, big guy. Come on. Bring you to the top. Okay, there's another one. This one's really bad at getting bubbles because of all the intricate little petals and things. Yeah, it's amazing when you put resin in, you can see where you missed your cleanup. I don't see any bubbles in that one. So let me go ahead and give it a quick torch. Yeah, I see some of that powder. We're just going to leave it. All right, time to drop some ink. Like I said, I'm just going to use one color. And then, hold on. Oh, that's in the mold. Okay. Drop one color and tint our white to make two colors. So I'm just going to go like so. All the way around. Isn't that a pretty color? Oops, there was 2 drops. Okay, that one's done. Go over here. Don't get too close to your mold if you use a torch. Trust me, I have burnt molds and fused it to my resin before. One made me sick. Very first time I ever used it, it was a Rudolph looking in a window, which I'll show you that one of these days. Okay, I'm just going to go around. Wow, that was a lot of red there, Beth. Okay, I'm going to use 1 drop of white in each cup here. Just 1 drop. That's all I want. Okay, Okay, I'm going to take my stick, put 1 drop. That's all I want. Get that mixed in real well. And then I will drop 1 drop of our resin dye. It's not an ink. So what is it called? I guess it is an ink. Resin ink. I'm going to drop it down into our white just to give it one little tint. I don't know why that's not spreading. It could be that powder in there. 1 drop. Okay. This way we'll get 2 different colors. See, it should have only done a half a drop if that was allowed, but it'll still be pretty. I'm not going to use a piping bag. I'm just going to use my cup. Let me fill in, actually no. Let me take this and swirl it kind of to get some of this color all throughout. Get some to the edge. Let's get some over here. Okay. All right. Now I will go in with the tinted white. Okay. Get my stick cleaned off. And I'm going to start in the center, pinching my cup, and just go in a circle. Like so. Oops, I never said I was good at making a circle. Trust me. I'm not going to touch the edge of my mold. I'm just going in a circle around without touching the sides of the mold. Okay. That's all I'm going to do. Now I'm going to go in here, clean up that blobby that I know was in the center. Okay. Now let me go in with this one. We're already blooming. Look at that. I'm going to do the same thing, but let me go ahead and draw our petals. Okay, get that cleaned up. I'm just going to do the 12, 3, 6, 9. Okay, I'm going to go in. I'm not going to clean this off. I don't care if the colors merge. And in. I'm going to go back in again, like that, that, and that. Okay, now I'm going to clean that off real quick. I'm going to swirl this way and then back that way, pull it straight out. That's all I'm going to do with that one. Okay, this one, let's get our, is it stroke? No, I don't, ooh, that could have been bad. That was petrol. Red wine. I'm going to just put 1 drop. Actually, I got to add my white first. Let me get 1 drop on here. 1 drop. Just like that. That's all I want. Stir it up real well. Yeah, it's getting really warm. I can feel it. I saw something in there. I don't know where it went. Huh. You know, it wasn't my imagination. I saw it. Huh. Okay. Maybe it'll float up. And 1 drop of red wine. Boom. Okay. Let me go ahead and swirl this one real quick. It's kind of got that blue on there. I don't want that teal color. Let's just use this one. Do not touch the bottom of your mold if you can help it. You don't want to scrape it. Actually, I'm going to go with the silicone because that is really thin. It won't hurt if you touch with silicone. Get those to the edges. Pulled out. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Mix up our red wine into our white. Oh, that's pretty. That's what I was hoping for, a pinky color. Okay, clean off the stick. Get ready to pour the same way. Oh, it's blooming already. Look at that. Can you see it? So pretty. Okay. Same thing. I'll get the bubbles out here in a minute. Start in the center. Just going around and around. Around and around. Where she stops, nobody knows. Okay. I'll just go back in like so. Oops, there was a blobby. Gotta get that blobby there. And that blobby there. Alright, let me... Okay, you know, actually that powder coming up is going to give our white color a sparkle, I do believe. Okay, same thing. Let me use this end. In at 12, in at 3, in at 6, come on, in at 9, and then right in the center of the ones you just did. I usually don't go out on anything. I always go in. My personal preference, I like how it looks. And I don't like to add anything to the center either. I like just the natural look. So, okay guys, there we have it. It is starting to bloom, as you can see. This one's blooming nicely. I'm going to let it sit here for probably an hour before I turn the heat mat on, and then we will come back with a back coat of some color. I'm just not sure yet what. So anyway, alright guys, I will see you when these are cured up and ready to go for back coat. Okay guys, we are cured up enough we can put our back coat on. For this one, I have chosen the Dianca Pours in the Fallen Empire. I thought it would complement that pretty well. I did 2 of these spoonfuls for that one. For our pink one, I picked Dianca Pours the Rose, which I think that'll complement that one pretty well. Now this one, I am going to add, let me get it. I'm going to add some of the, oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to hit the camera. Some of the Quartz White to give it more of a shimmer. I don't know about that one yet. We'll see. But I am this one. So, I did make up Bond Crafter 1-to-1. Oh my, we're flying everywhere, just like crushed crystal. I did about 3 ounces. I'm going to put probably that much in there. I have a fly in here, I swear. I've been trying to catch him. Why is it when you get the fly swatter out, they always take off on you? My word, look at all that. Okay. Now, let me get my alcohol here. Oopsie. We're just going to spritzy sprit. Oh my goodness, I didn't cover it. Jeez. It's not my afternoon, guys. Alright. Really need my bigger bottle, but I don't feel like going to get it. Okay. Going to pour about half of this into there. I don't think that was half. I'll have to look and reevaluate here. Let me get my word. Look at that. Messy mess. I do want to clean these off though before I pour this. I don't want that loose powder on there. Okay, let me go ahead. Yeah, that wasn't half, so let me get the big bottle so I don't make such a mess. Okay, I'm going to squirt some alcohol in here. About 3 pumpfuls. Grab a stick. Stir it around. Like so. Okay. Pour some in here. I'll go up just a little bit, and then I'll pour some in here. See how much we have. Alright. Oops. I'm going to try to make it as even as possible. Let's see. Okay. Scrape that out. Don't want to waste it. As you know, it's not cheap. Okay. Let me get that scraped off. Alright. Now we can stir and pour. I don't think I am going to put any of that crystal quartz white, I guess it's called, into my Fallen Empire. Just kind of gives it another level of shimmer. Okay. Get this one stirred up. And then I will spray off these coasters, clean them up. Get any of that quartz white on there off. Plus, they probably need to be cleaned anyway, so yeah. Give it a quick wipe down. Alright. Get the stick cleaned off. Get this one cleaned off. And we'll be ready to rock and roll. Alright. Here we go. Just going to let it right in the center and let it flow. That's probably the perfect amount. Okay, let me scrape this one out. Get all that pretty goodness in there. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. Okay. Alright, there's that one. Let me just clean this off real quick so we don't mix our colors. How do I get that bit off there? Okay, on to the next. Same thing. Pouring in the center. I can't wait to see if these actually did bloom. They sure look like they did. We shall find out. See how you can't pour it up because it will go over the mold? I'm not sure why it's made that way, or what, you know, when she created it, she thought about it. I don't know. That one doesn't even look like it has any in it. Let me get this cleaned out, and I'm going to walk it into that toe here, so to speak. All right, let me set that aside. I'm going to get a silicone. Yeah, I'll just get that one. Hold a handy dandy. I'm just going to walk it up into these little areas here. There's one. Here we go. Okay, guys, let me give this a quick spritz. Now all we do is wait till it's cured up and go from there. So I'll see you guys back on demold. Hey guys, we are ready to demold. I was just looking at this through the camera and it looks blue and not teal color. Interesting. Definitely have some cleanup to do. All right, let's get this one out and see what it looks like. It's still, oh yeah, that's not ready right there. Well, you know what? We'll just take it out and let it cure up real quick. Where's my, well, where's my silicone tool? Let's see. That'll work. I'm just going to kind of dig it out. It's very soft, very bendy. Yeah, I told you I'm impatient. What can I say? Alright, there we go. Okay, let's get this out. Now we have a little bit of powder. Not too bad. Okay, are we ready? Oh, we got a few little globbies. Blobbies. Yeah, for the most part, that turned out really good. I probably should have used a different color background, but I don't know. Turtles look cute. They have little hearts on their back. They have their little eye. They even have a little mouth. I never noticed that before. Alright, so there's that one. Now for the pretty flower one. Now, that one wasn't ready yet either, but that's okay. I'm impatient. Oh, it's really warm. Really warm. Okay. All right, are we ready for this one? Let me turn around. I can feel the flowers. Oh, now that's pretty. That turned out pretty. I do like that. Very nice. Very nice. Love the dark magenta. I like how the petals came up over the flower and the leaves. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Okay, guys, well, that's all I have for today. I do have some cleanup to do. Not too bad. But anyway, there we go. We have our turtle. And we have our flowers. Like I said, it's still very soft on the edge, so I'm just going to let it finish curing up, and I'll clean up the edges later. But yeah. Alright guys, stick around for the pictures. I will get those posted. Remember to stay you, be you, and you are worth it. I will see you guys next video. Bye for now.